Oops. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today, we're counting down our picks for the top 10 mistakes you actually see in the movie. For this list, we're looking at the biggest visible errors and gaffes that made their way into the final cuts of films. We'll be excluding animated movies from our list though do be sure to give Let It Go another look in Frozen. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below.
Mistakes won't change how we actually define. Can we stay in silence for the rest of our lives?
Number 10. Disappearing Badge, Inglourious Bastards.
Donnie!
Yeah.
Guy's German here wants to die for country. Oblige him.
The titular group of brutal World War II American soldiers is introduced earlier in this movie, but it isn't until we see them in action that we truly get to see firsthand what they're all about. While the shocking violence initiated by the Bear Jew against a Nazi officer is quite distracting, eagle-eyed viewers noticed a problem with the officer's uniform. The officer, named Feldwebel, displays a badge on the right side of his chest.
Too bad for killing Jews. Bravery.
However, after the Bear Jew beats him to death, the badge is gone from his uniform in close-up shots, only to return in wider shots. Number 9. Chin Smack, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Triple cream custard, Christopher.
This colorful and enchanting movie has a lot of memorable musical numbers, but few speak to children quite like the Candyman.
My dear boy, do you ask a fish how it swims?
No.
Or a bird how it flies?
No.
No, sirree, you don't. They do it because they were born to do it. Just like Willy Wonka was born to be a candy man, and you look like you were born to be a Wonkera.
Kids, and kids at heart, love candy, and this song epitomizes the feeling that sweets make the whole world sweeter. Still, even this cavity-inducing song isn't without its faults. While singing about the wonders of Wonka, this candy store owner moves about his store with grace, save for the moment where he hits a little girl in the chin when he opens the counter while she's leaning over it. Who can give you head trauma, or maybe a little scar? The Candyman can.
The Candyman can. The Candyman can, 'cause he mixes it with love.
Number 8. Changing Breakfasts, Pretty Woman. This hit romantic comedy requires little introduction. But just in case, Pretty Woman is about a businessman, Edward, who forms a relationship with a call girl, Vivian, after hiring her for a week.
So what do you do?
I buy companies.
What kind of companies?
It may be a beloved film, but it still has its issues. Although there are some things that haven't aged well about it, one of its more visible mistakes can be seen during the breakfast scene between Edward and Vivian after their first night in a hotel together. As the camera switches back and forth between them, the breakfast item held by Vivian switches between a croissant and a pancake.
How far did you go in school?
I went all the way.
Your folks must be really proud, huh?
If only someone could rescue us from bad continuity.
So what happened after? He climbed up the tower and rescued her.
She rescues him right back.
Number 7. Spelling Error, The Dark Knight Rises. The third installment of the Dark Knight trilogy is arguably its most uneven. But while there are some story elements that have us rolling our eyes, why would Commissioner Gordon send all the cops into the sewers? The mistake we'll be discussing is significantly more subtle.
Are you telling? Are you gonna tell him what's really going on?
After being robbed by Catwoman, Bruce Wayne decides to do some research on the perpetrator. While looking through old newspapers, Bruce comes across a paper with the headline, "Police Suspect Cat Burglar in Jewel Heist." H-I-E-S-T. It's pretty sad that the filmmakers all managed to miss this simple spelling error.
But that's all part of living, sir. But you're not living, you're just waiting, hoping for things to go bad again.
Probably too late to get a reprint.
Oops.
Number 6. Extra Foresight, North by Northwest.
And now, what little drama are we here for today? I really don't for a moment believe that you've invited me to these gay surroundings to come to a business arrangement.
An Alfred Hitchcock classic, North by Northwest follows Roger Thornhill, a man mistaken for a spy who becomes wrapped up in a series of adventures as he tries to escape his pursuers. Although often cited as one of the best movies ever made, it also has one of the most famous movie mistakes. Near the climax of the movie, Thornhill and femme fatale Eve have a confrontation at a cafe in the shadow of Mount Rushmore. Eve eventually pulls out a gun and shoots Thornhill. However, just before this, a boy in the background behind Eve can be seen plugging his ears in anticipation of the loud noise.
You little fool.
Just stay away from me.
Hitchcock may be the master of suspense, but this kid clearly couldn't wait.
No good, sir. You can't get involved in this.
Number 5. Gas Canister, Gladiator. In this beloved historical drama, disgraced Roman general Maximus must fight to avenge his family. Gladiator may be an Oscar-winning movie, but it's still not perfect.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
In one of the movie's central set pieces, Maximus and his fellow gladiators are set up to lose a mock battle in the Colosseum. Thanks to teamwork and Maximus's leadership, they're able to prevail against their better-equipped foes, who also have chariots.
My history's a little hazy, Cassius. But shouldn't the barbarians lose the Battle of Carthage?
Yes, sir. Forgive me, sir.
During the fight, one of the chariots is tipped over, revealing a gas canister that was attached to the back. As advanced as the Romans were, we doubt they were using gasoline in their vehicles yet. Number 4. Magic Light Switch, Grease.
You're too young to know.
A classic musical celebrating the 1950s, Grease may be about teenage romance, but the biggest gaffe among a surprising number of mistakes is made by one of the adult characters.
No use crying over spilled milkshake.
Oh, I'll be okay.
While closing up the soda shop for the night, one of the waitresses goes to turn off the light switch with her elbow. However, despite not actually touching the switch and holding her arm mid-air for a few seconds, the lights still go off. While that kind of thing might fly in a stage version of the musical, the fact that it's immortalized on camera is pretty embarrassing.
God, if only I could have a guardian angel to tell me what to do. You know, like Debbie Reynolds had in Tammy.
Number 3. Bonk, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope.
Let me see your identification.
You don't need to see his identification.
We don't need to see his identification.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
While it may be a hugely influential movie, A New Hope isn't without its rough edges. Despite some sterling effects for the time, the film has its share of screw-ups. One of the most notable involves one of the franchise's most infamously incompetent stormtroopers. When the white masked goons break into a control room on the Death Star, one of the stormtroopers visibly smacks his head against the door.
Take over. See to him.
Sure, it's nice to see one of them actually hit something for once, but it would have been nice if it were with their guns and not one of their noggins.
All this excitement has overrun the circuits in my counterpart here. If you don't mind, I'd like to take him down to maintenance.
All right.
Number 2. Anachronistic Vehicle, Braveheart. There are actually several notable background mistakes in this historical epic, but this is easily the biggest. During a famous battle in the movie between the English and the Scottish, the English cavalry charged towards their foes. However, in one shot, a white car can be seen behind the charging horses in the distance. One hopes that it was just a passerby who happened by the chute and not a crew member's vehicle. If the car did belong to the English, it certainly would have made their charge more effective. Watch out for spikes. And how this one made it through editing we'll never know, but it certainly adds some levity upon repeat viewings.
Send the infantry. My lord, you lead them.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable, or should we say dishonorable mentions.
We have to cross-examine Enrique. But don't worry, my girlfriend Serena once barfed on a guy during the Blair Witch Project and they ended up dating for 3 months.
Really? Mm-hmm. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
General alert.
This is a highly irregular procedure. Absolutely unprecedented. Ruined my exit.
Come back! Come back! Don't go
can't come back. I don't know how it works.
Richter Sempra!
I said disarm only!
I love you.
I know.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Fake Baby, American Sniper. American Sniper may tell the story of the deadliest sniper in American military history, Chris Kyle, but it also contains a moment deadly to audiences' believability. After returning home to spend time with his wife and newborn baby, Kyle holds his son in the boy's nursery room.
Yeah, but see, they can't wait and we can.
The only problem? It's quite obviously a fake baby. You can literally see actor Bradley Cooper using his thumb to make the doll's hand move.
If you think this war isn't changing you, you're wrong. You can only circle the flames so long.
We get that having real babies on set can be tough and special effects and animatronics can be pricey, but come on.
It's true.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.